It is the morning of October 30th, so let's do a quick update on Bitcoin's chart as well as take a look at the spot Bitcoin ETF products from yesterday. Now, what happened yesterday was pretty exciting for Bitcoin with this big old green candle we got here because we came up and this line here is our all-time high. We came up and touched our all-time high and got rejected from it, which makes total sense. Everyone should have absolutely expected that to happen. And where we are today with 12 and a half hours to go is we're getting, just a little bit of a further correction from this point here. A really meaningful point of resistance, which your previous all-time high absolutely is almost never broken on the first attempt. You typically come up, find some kind of higher low, and use that as a trampoline to then get a second attempt to burst through it. So the question becomes, where is that trampoline going to be to catch us to then springboard us upwards and outwards above our all-time high, right? It's going to be anywhere above this teal line, and I'm not exactly sure, to be totally frank with you. But one thing that does tend to happen, and it would also just be nice to see, is that when you do break past a major area of resistance, which the previous bull cycle's all-time high absolutely would be, it is pretty typical to come back down, touch it, and then bounce off of it, confirming it as support, right? You broke through the resistance, come down, hold it to maintain it as support. This is something that we failed to do in the springtime, like 4 or 5 times. We broke above this line, came down, tried to hold it, and failed, right? It broke. So it would be really nice to see us come down and actually hold this line as support, particularly since it's lined up pretty nicely with our 12-day exponential moving average, and in a few days it'll be lined up really nicely with the 21-day exponential moving average as well. We can also see in the chart that the daily stochastic RSI has just started to enter overbought territory, but the regular spot market chart for Bitcoin says that we could still have a few more days of positive action, of positive upside action to go. However, when you come to the futures chart for Bitcoin on the daily time frame, you can see that we are in a stochastic RSI setup that typically does break down to the bear side all the way down to oversold territory. And that setup is you kind of, you had a run up here from oversold to overbought and had a very quick flip. A little dolphin, jumping in the waves, right? And typically when this happens once on the daily time frame, you do then typically see the stochastic RSI go down to oversold territory. So, and since the daily stochastic RSI for the futures contracts is in way more overbought territory, this is signaling to us that we may only have a few days of upwards action to go, maybe even just 1, maybe even just 2, maybe none at all, right? We are seeing that the odds of us continuing to go upwards over the next few days is becoming less and less and less, and we'll have a little bit of a short-term correction on the cards. And by short-term correction, I mean us coming down most likely and turning and solidifying this line as support. However, I'm not entirely confident on that. I'm just highlighting that the odds of that happening are getting higher and higher as each day goes by. Could a correction happen today or tomorrow? Sure. Could we also keep going to the upside today and tomorrow? Sure. Or are we going to maintain the 72,000 and just keep going upwards until a day before the election on Tuesday, November 5th, or right on Tuesday as a buy the rumor, sell the news? Sure. I'm not too confident what's going to happen in the short term. What I am confident on is us going to $85,000, $90,000 from the breaking of our bull flag pattern here. So any red days that we do get, I am viewing as buying opportunities and or little speed bumps along the way to Bitcoin absolutely ripping through these resistance lines to much higher levels and new all-time highs. And to close out this video, the ETF products went absolutely apeshit yesterday. They went Super Saiyan, dudes, and bought $870 million worth of Bitcoin through the ETF products, led by BlackRock in a very big way at $643 million. Now, if this buying happens every single day, it's just up forever. Nothing goes up forever, though. And I will say that in recent history, when we have seen the ETF products buy this much on a single day, it has been a sign of a relative top. and there's a little bit of a correction afterwards. That's something that I at least have noticed happening more times than not when we do get numbers like these. That is the update for the day. Hope you have a good day. Do good things. Be good people. Make a bunch of money.